I've got Mark Rubin, the executive producer of Modern Warfare 3, here to join us, alongside Vince Fennell, the associate producer, who's here to actually play the game for us so that Mark can concentrate on telling us all about Modern Warfare 3. Mark, thanks a lot for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
All right, cool. So we've actually got a live match going on right here.
Yeah, we're actually playing with some of the community guys right now.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
They got to come a little early, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, they're getting sort of their very first look at the game right now, so it's a pretty cool little setup that we've got going on here.
Yeah.
So start by telling us about this map here. How does this fit into the story of Modern Warfare 3?
Well, this is an African map. It's called Village. It's a semi-large to medium map. It's a lot of the art and the geo is taken from single player. Obviously, we don't want to get too much into that because spoilers.
Spoilers, right?
But we'll see these levels in this level in the single player.
Okay.
We'll also see this in Spec Ops because all of our multiplayer maps are playable as survival maps in Spec Ops.
Awesome.
So we'll see it there as well. And so he's playing right now. I think this is a game just started. They're playing a game mode called Kill Confirm.
Okay.
What it is, it's a new game mode that we've added, and it's actually one I think so far that people have really gotten excited about. Mm-hmm. It takes the feel of TDM, which is if you play online, is the most popular game mode, right?
It makes sense.
Has been forever.
People love team deathmatch.
Right, they do. And what it is it's the same thing, two teams killing each other. The main thing here is instead of getting points for actually killing them, you do get experience points, but your team doesn't get points for that. Huh. So what happens is when you kill somebody, they drop those dog tags that you're seeing. And so there's red ones. Those are dog tags that a teammate of his dropped. Yellow ones are ones that an enemy would drop if you kill an enemy. Okay. Now what happens is you pick up those dog tags and that bumps your score. And Vince is, doing great right now, and he's losing 37-14. But happens. So see if we can see him pick up tags, but he keeps dying. So everybody, can see how this works. So the two tags, you pick up the yellow ones. That gets your team points. Okay. You pick up the red ones, which are your teammates' tags, and you deny the other team from getting points.
Oh, okay. I see.
So. And the way it works too is you get XP for killing somebody, and you get XP for picking up a tag. You also you don't have to pick up your own tags. Someone else can pick them up. You can pick up somebody else's. If that happens, you both get XP. So there's you're not stealing anything from anybody. It's not oh shit, you stole my tags. It doesn't really matter. Everybody gets the same amount of XP, but the key is to get your team score up by getting the tags. So. A bunch of different new types of strategies that seem to
I'm already starting to think of ones in my head, like different positions. You've got the killers and the mop-up guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That actually ties in really well with some other game modes, with some other changes we've made. In that we have the new. We should get into this. The new strike package system. Okay. And I think we'll show it a little bit more when we show Create a Class. Sure. But one of the strike packages called Support allows you to move your streak bar without having to reset on death. So I can get a kill, I can die, get a kill, I can die, get a kill, I can die, and as long as I'm getting kills and or objective points, we call them point streaks now instead of kill streaks. I'm working towards getting the various kill streaks. Now Support, it's more like support oriented kill streaks, so it's UAV, counter UAV, SAM turrets, some other stuff like that. Nice. But it really works out. So yeah, so what we've seen is people you get a couple tags down, and then you sit there and you wait for someone to try to pick them up, and then obviously, take them out. Try to take them out. Yep, there's kill cam again.
What are I obviously mentioned like the killers and the mop-up guys. What are some of the other strategies that have developed with Kill Confirm?
I guess besides that, you have like the rushers. Oh yeah. So what they're going to do is what they often do, and a lot of times they use the support because dying's not going to kill their streaks. Right. So they just run in and try to grab as many. They know they're dying, so they're just sprinting in and hitting tags. and usually you pop a tag or two before you get killed. So I've seen it where, well done, Vince. Yeah. A guy kills somebody, and he's going to grab the tag. Somebody kills him. Now there's 2 tags, and then it just keeps it's like a doggy pile of tags just sitting there. And one lucky guy just gets to come in and swoop in and grab them all.
Nice.
Yeah. We need to get this game filled up.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll be able to get some more players in this match. So during the time we have between matches right now, why don't we go ahead and take a look, Mark, at the Create a Class?
Sure. All right, so you're in the new Create a Class right now. Lots of new stuff to go over. If you stay right here on this screen for a second, one of the biggest things that you're going to notice is you have level bars on your weapons.
Oh, okay.
So every weapon has experience that you can gain for it by using it. This sort of replaces the system that we had in the previous game where all your unlocks were via challenges, and that was kind of an awkward, it didn't necessarily flow very well as far as leveling up your weapon. It didn't feel like you were leveling up your weapon.
Right.
It felt like I'm playing with the silencer so I can get this other thing.
Yeah.
I don't like using the silencer, but I'm using it. So what we've done is we make it basically so every weapon just basically has XP, and you're gonna level by using it. You're gonna level up. Go back to proficiencies. One of the new things we've added also to weapons is proficiencies. So the idea here is, again, it unlocks when you level, but you have various proficiencies that sort of customize your weapon and your weapon feel even more. So as you can see as we go into the game, he picked kick.
Okay.
The kick proficiency means when you fire, your weapon's not going to kick up as much.
Oh, okay.
There's other ones like focus, which means when you're getting shot, your weapon often comes off target when you get hit. Well, what focus does is it makes it come off less.
Oh, okay.
Two attachments is also in there, which was bling before as a perk, but now it's in here as a proficiency. It's called attachments. There's a few others we can look at maybe on the next time we get a chance to look at Create a Class. So what the map we're looking at right now is called Resistance. It takes place in Paris, also from the single player. There was the Eiffel Tower. You almost saw for a second there. And obviously we're playing Domination here. One of my favorite modes.
It's an old favorite.
Yeah. I would talk to people who love Domination. There are 2 types of people that I know that play Domination. One that just charge the flag and want that flag. That's me too.
I run to the flag and I instantly go prone on the ground and hope nobody notices me.
Yeah, exactly. I love the flag. I want to be with the flag as much as possible. So I'm constantly doing that. There's other people that the flags just become points where people go that they can kill.
Right.
They're like fly traps. So, but it's still one of my favorite modes.
Now this actually looks familiar to me because a week or 2 ago at Gamescom, I actually got to see Spec Ops Survival on this map.
Exact same map. Yep. It's a great map. This is actually one of my favorite maps. It's just got a great flow to it. One of the things we did in the last game with maps is we really tried out a lot of stuff with various vertical, basically verticality is what we call them in the office, but a lot of different height that you had to pay attention to. So a lot of times when you come around a corner, you have to look left, you have to look right maybe, and maybe forward. But in Modern Warfare 2, we had a lot of maps that in some places you had to look up, down, left, right. You had a harder time taking in the targets, and so that actually what it ended up doing is slowing down your flow to some extent. So what this map does, we still have some verticality in here, but it's been reduced to the point where you don't have to worry about as many other things when you're worrying about the vertical moments.
Interesting.
So it's a really well done map. Again, like I said, one of my favorites. It just really has a great flow. It's kind of a small to medium map.
Right.
But it's really fun. He's using an M4, nothing new. What else are you using new? Anything? Okay, he's on Assault package, so like we were talking about support strike package where you don't reset your streaks when you die. This Assault is the familiar Modern Warfare 2.
Right.
You go as far as you can. When you die, it resets back down. And we put in a lot of new Assault actual kill streaks.
Right.
But and we also actually to talk about that is one of the things with Modern Warfare 2 is there was a lot of get some kills, throw up some AI thing that just kills everybody, and then get some more kills off that, and etc. So one of the things we've done when trying to design some of the new kill streaks is we still have the AI kill streaks in there, but we've actually tried to, when we're coming up with ideas, is do ones that are what we call player driven.
Right.
So the player has to actually do something to get those kills. So an example of that is the Juggernaut. If you've seen any of that, you can actually call in a care package that has a Juggernaut suit and put the Juggernaut suit on, and you're an actual beast.
While we're on the subject of kill streaks, I feel compelled to ask you, the nuke, does it make a return?
It does not make a return.
It does not make a return.
Yes, there's a lot of stuff actually that we took out. We listened, bowling. Generally, Robert Bowling 402, for those who don't know.
The world famous 402.
Yeah. He actually does have a lot of communication with a lot of fans. And it's one of those things where we do have a lot of fans, so I feel bad if someone feels like they don't get listened to, but we're actually really trying hard to listen to a lot of people. And so some of the things that we took out from Modern Warfare 2 are the game-ending nukes. We took out the OMA. We took out Commando. We took out Marathon. We took out Lightweight. Those are things that we felt made hurt gameplay to some extent, or at least changed it in a way we weren't as happy with.
Right.
So they're basically perks that we felt we had better ideas for.
Okay.
And we actually brought some back from COD 4. So there's some like extreme conditioning is back. Overkill is back. Which was two primary weapons.
Right.
So another thing is shotguns aren't on secondaries anymore; they're on primaries.
Oh,
okay. So there's a lot of stuff like that we did that was basically listening to what the community had to say and trying to improve on what we have as a game as a whole, and then also add and be able to add new stuff.
What do you think when people finally get their hands on it? In fact, maybe now that the community is getting their hands on it right now during these matches, what do you think the big surprises are going to be?
The big surprises. I think there's a couple. I think the changes to the strike packages, or kill streaks as they were called, are now called strike packages. I think that is going to be a big surprise for people, just because it's such a new thing.
Right.
I think the weapon leveling is going to be especially for people who only get to play a little bit for a couple hours today. They're gonna start to realize the sort of the love of leveling things that the gaming world seems to have, and so I think they're going to be really excited about being able to level up weapons. And you earn things for doing that. There are reasons to go out and level a bunch of weapons too. So I think the new game mode is going to be surprising. We put in a new game mode last game as well. Demolition. It just really didn't. It was too. I think it was too much of an objective only, and not enough sort of movement and strategy. Like TDM has. The reason people love TDM is it's simple to get into. There's a flow that changes. It's not like a continual trying to do the exact same thing. And I think Kill Confirm gets you a bit of the objective, and it also gets you the style and feel of Kill Confirm, plus the accessibility of Kill Confirm.
Right.
Sorry, of TDM. So I think that's going to be, from what I've been hearing people, that's been a pleasant surprise. They really like playing Kill Confirm. I think the other thing, once people get actually some hands-on for a while, is balance.
Yeah.
We really spent a lot of time paying attention to balance on this game, whether it's from explosive damage and how effective it is, counters to explosive damage.
So I believe Vince has actually left that game, so we can spend some quality time here with the Create class. Go ahead and let's just dive straight in here.
Let's look at strike packages real quick, since we've been talking about them. So here's the Assault. You can see on there, these are the new kill streaks under Assault. We've got a few in here that are, again, are really player-driven. So like Reaper, Assault Drone, AC-130, as people remember, is player-driven. Juggernaut, Osprey Gunner, Predator missile. Again, a lot of stuff that you have to do yourself.
Yeah.
IMS is a new thing. It's pretty cool. It's basically like a giant claymore,
Okay.
except that it's or do you know about Bouncing Betty?
Yeah.
It shoots
right.
something up and then blows down like that.
Nice.
But it has 4 of them on it, and so you can set it somewhere, and it'll go off and it'll kill somebody,
Right.
and somebody else will come and it'll go off again. So it's not a one-time use. It's pretty cool though. You want to go back out to support? So here's the support list. I'm sure people are scribbling all this down.
Right,
now.
exactly.
Again, a lot of these are less direct damage oriented. There's a lot of stuff here that supports the team as a whole. So ballistic vests, for instance, you throw this down, it's a bag on the ground.
Oh, okay.
Everybody can come up and they can grab a ballistic vest out of it.
Nice.
Basically gives them a little bit of extra health for a small amount of time.
Okay.
Airdrop trap is one that I've easy to say. One that I've been having a really good time with today.
Oh yeah.
So I was playing with the community and they haven't seen it yet. So I'm dropping it. To them it looks like a care package.
Right.
And I pretend to defend it and then they come up and go, oh, I'm gonna get this care package.
What's it gonna be in here?
And then you hear it and they blow up. It's freaking great.
Nice.
So much fun. So it makes you a little careful about
a little treat for the griefers out there.
Yeah. Recon drone's an interesting one. That one basically, you have a little mini UAV helicopter. You toss it up, you go around, you're marking targets, and then all your teammates can see those guys through the map. A couple of other ones. The Juggernaut, of course, is in there. That Juggernaut has a riot shield because, the Juggernaut suit wasn't enough
Right,
protection.
Exactly. Well,
he also has a mini radar around him. So he has a small, tiny little bubble of radar. So it's really good to stick with them. These guys, honestly, the Juggernauts have been, early on, we got these guys in, and they have been a really fun game changer.
Right.
And even over, like I said, even over here, we've got guys using it. And you'll see a team of guys get behind the Juggernaut and sort of support him. Because the Juggernaut's moving through up front, and he moves really slow.
Yeah.
And the rest of the team is actually moving along with him and supporting with him. And it's great. And then it takes a little bit of teamwork on the other side to take them down.
Right.
And it's so much fun. You'll see like a game mode going on where this Juggernaut fight breaks out, and it's like that's what people are paying attention to at the moment. But it's amazing fun.
Let's can we take a look at some of the weapons?
Yeah,
and maybe
sure.
some of the attachments?
Sure. He's actually got one selected right now. This is one of my favorites. I love this one. It's called a PP-90. It's a Russian submachine gun.
Oh, okay.
That their special forces guys use. As you can see, we have some returns from ones that you're familiar with. So the UMP is there. The MP5 from COD 4 is back.
Nice.
I have that in here. P90 is back.
Fan favorite.
Yeah. The PM9 is a Japanese gun. It's basically like an Uzi.
Oh, nice.
It actually, I think, is based off of Uzi Tech. And then we have the MP7. MP7 is interesting. That's a weapon that when we talk to a lot of Navy SEALs, that's actually what they prefer to carry around in room clearing situations.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a great little gun. Holds 40 rounds, and it's a very small bullet, but it holds 40 of them. But they love it.
All right.
That's SMGs.
What else can we take a look at here? In the
let's go into assault rifles. Cool thing here actually is we have some weapons that don't exist.
Don't exist
yet. They're brand recently released to the military to evaluate. One of them here is the CM901. It's basically made by Colt. It's looking to be the replacement for the M4.
Oh wow!
But as well as the ACR is in there as well. It's a 6.8 caliber version. The CM901 is a 7.62 caliber, which is bigger than the M4, but so it's more of that heavy hitting weapon.
Right.
And again, the ACR 6.8 is also a higher caliber gun. Mark 14's in here, the EBR as the single shot. So much like the FN FAL from last game, or the G3 from COD 4. AK-47, of course, is back. G36C is back. That was in COD 4. And then the bottom one's a really strange gun called a FAD.
Yeah.
I mean, besides looking really weird, it's actually a Peruvian.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. I don't know if they meant to do this or if they somehow got it wrong, but the clip goes in at a 45-degree angle.
Oh, weird.
So it doesn't go in this way, and it doesn't go in this way. It goes in kind of that way.
Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
Let's check out some of the attachments on some of these.
Did you guys get all the proficiencies?
We didn't, but you can see them all there. Everybody gets a chance to see them. Impact is the more damage through soft materials.
Okay.
Focus is the one where you know when you get hit, it reduces that flinch. Breath is an interesting one where basically, you know how snipers, you know, when they pull up the scope, they can hold their breath. Well, what we've done is we've added as a proficiency the ability to do the same thing with your assault rifle.
Oh, okay.
So in COD 4, this is a big difference that maybe some people will notice. COD 4, when you held your weapon up, ADS, it had a little bit of a sway.
Right.
And that really helped keep it from being a laser gun. Modern Warfare 2, there wasn't any sway.
Oh, okay.
So we brought the sway back.
A little more challenge.
And now it's a little bit more challenge. And I think people really, so far, are really taken to it. And they really love it. But breath allows you to hold it steady, just like you do on a sniper.
All right.
And then stability is reducing that sway we were just talking about. You want to just pick one and move on to, this is the list of our attachments for assault rifles. Another thing actually about the proficiencies is there are some similars, but there are some unique to each class.
Okay.
So for instance, the whole breath is unique to assault rifles, but on SMGs they have one for enhanced range and quicker melee. So those are choices that you can pick on there. And they all have a bunch of different ones. Actually, go to back to attachments. You can show attachments here too if you want. Oh, actually, yeah. So no, this is good. This is good. So some of these again, everybody's gonna be familiar with. The silencer isn't gonna change. We're not gonna reinvent that really. One of the new things that we have here that's really cool, and it's called a hammer scope.
Okay.
And it's made by Leopold. And it's basically what we're calling dual scopes.
Oh, okay.
So you may have seen this in some of the trailers. I know the single player trailer that we first came out with had a dual scope on an assault rifle. It was a different one of this. That one had a reflex optic on the front and then a 4x magnifier behind it, and you could flip them up and down. What this has is the 4x as a scope, and then above it, sitting on top, is a reflex scope. So you can go in between the two. So now I can have my ACOG, or I can go into a reflex and have my red dot, as we call it in here.
Nice.
So it's really fun. It's funny is I remember seeing in the community people going, oh, there was a thing about dual scopes, and there was in real life, and community members were pushing it out there. I wish they would do this in a game. I wish they'd do this in a game. We're going, oh, shit, we already have that. So, there you go.
Why don't we go ahead and jump back into another match? Check out some of these attachments in action.
What would you guys want to see?
What can you kill things with?
All new stuff. If you could just load it out with new stuff, that would be good.
Just make sure you know what you're doing.
I blame the team for the last one. So let's go ahead and check
Go
out
to the hybrid site?
Yeah.
And
basically turn Vince into a crash test dummy here, just testing all new technology.
That's cool.
yeah, we got it. This is a great.
This thing is great.
And
so there's going to go akimbo on the machine pistols. So if anybody's wondering, no akimbo on shotguns.
No akimbo shotties. That's
Important.
good because those were the bane of my existence.
Yes.
And they're not secondaries.
And they're not secondaries; they're primaries now. So a bunch of new perks. Cold-blooded and some of the other perks got sort of changed around a bit.
Okay.
Because we have new stuff in the game, so we had to kind of rework those. And as you can see, he's kind of running through them pretty quick, but we'll come back to it. Yeah, we'll come back to it.
Yeah.
Let's get you in game. So he's going to be using the CM901. That's the new Colt weapon. Hybrid scope. The FMG. And we're waiting.
So hopefully we'll be able to get into Dome. Would be good, just to show some new locations.
Yeah, so this is Dome. This is actually the map that was featured in the Spec Ops trailer.
Okay.
So when we showed the Survival Spec Ops trailer, this is actually that map. This is our smallest map. So this is our sort of Rust. It's a little bit bigger than Rust, maybe, but it's a little more. It's a little. You can be a little bit more tactical.
Capture the flag.
It's not every grenade throw kills 6 people kind of thing,
What
Shipment was.
Shipment, that's the one. I remember doing 18-player domination matches on Shipment, and you would just get like 12 grenade notifiers on your screen at any given moment.
Yeah.
It's pure chaos, but one of the most fun experiences I've ever had with Call of Duty.
It actually is. It really was really fun. But it was like, it was sort of like, I remember playing it because you're playing these modes and you're actually really playing. It's hard and intense maybe, and then you have this sort of moment where you're playing Shipment. It's like, oh, it's a break. I could just kind of goof around and have fun. It was really fun. It really kind of broke it up and took some of the seriousness out of it sometimes. It's all about, I think, spawning and then backing up and waiting for the spawn right in front of you. Yeah. So you can see he's on a dual scope. He's got the he's got a
simple knife kill there.
Yeah.
Quick and easy.
Wasn't looking. Always check your corner. And then flipping down to the holographic side.
So how does the actual scope switching work in terms of
just pressing
controls?
left on the D-pad.
Okay.
So just like you would switch to a grenade launcher, he's just switching back and forth between the 2 sights.
Now, have you guys done any sort of significant changes in terms of like the display or the interface? I seem to remember in Modern Warfare 2 you had the XP bar at the bottom, but...
yeah, we had that in COD 4, we did not have that in Modern 2.
Oh, that wasn't? Okay. I'm mixing up my
That's okay.
Call of Duty.
I'm not going to call you out too much. Yeah, I think the biggest change, honestly, from what we're seeing right now, and this is something that a lot of people have asked for, is on the right, you see, now the problem with Vince is he's not going to get enough kills to get any kill streaks over here, but if he did, we would see on the right, he's got the icons for each of his kill streaks that he has available, and there's a little indicator next to it that shows how many points he's earned in order to get to the next kill streak. Now, also, what that does is he can move up and down on the D-pad and select which kill streak he wants to use. There you go.
When I die.
Good job. This is a hammer scope. What do you have it on? MP5? Yeah, MP5. Ooh. Double kill. Oh, throwing it.
Ooh.
Oh.
Right to the face.
Yep.
Sorry, Vince.
Oldie but a goodie. As you see, he's got the custom reticle on the ACOG part. So what we're doing right now, obviously, is for people that don't know, but I'm sure everybody knows, we're playing Capture the Flag. We changed the rules up from Modern Warfare 2. It's actually very similar. It's similar to the Black Ops rules, where it's 3 flag caps in a round, ends that round. Oh, nice job. There you go. And there you go. You know, it's 3 kills, or sorry, 3 caps, rounds over. First team to win 2 rounds wins. So you don't have one team's got 12 captures and the other team's trying to spawn. Yeah. So you can see on the support, you can see that he's on the bottom right over there. You can see the little tick marks.
Oh yeah.
And he's got 3 points so far. That's another actually important thing is we're not calling them really kill streaks anymore. They're more point streaks.
Point streaks?
Because you don't have to kill someone to move up your bar.
Okay.
If I capture a flag, it moves up. If in Dom, if I capture the flag in Dom, if I complete objectives in general, that actually is moving my streak as well. And then so we're not rewarding just the people who are doing great on KDR, or expert campers. We're actually rewarding people who are playing the game. We're
good.
trying to play the objective.
Yeah, I mean, in my personal experience, all of my major kill streaks were sort of me just sort of hanging back, picking people off from afar.
Yeah, yeah.
That's good to see.
Well, support will help you with that,
Okay.
and the point streak system will help you with that. So people will actually get rewarded for doing the objectives, and then support, of course. Support supports two things. It supports the player that maybe just never could get kill streaks,
Right.
but it also actually supports a good player who's just very aggressive. And so, for instance, I'm generally a very good player, and I can be in the top 2 or 3 people in a match. But I'm a very aggressive style. I would never usually get kill streaks because I'll run in, I'll take out 2 guys and die, and I'll just turn around and run right back in.
I'm glad the executive producer of the game plays just like me.
He dropped an air drop trap. Did he almost pick it up? Or? That would have been funny. It's so funny too, because you're on some other part of the map, and you hear that there's a noise that it makes that everybody hears on the map, and it's just like so good. Very satisfying.
Vince continues to do well, and yet his teams just aren't having much luck.
No.
All right, let's see if we can do some TDM.
Yeah, let's get some
Yeah.
underground going.
Underground would be good.
So obviously, you see also we have map voting, which was different from the Modern Warfare 2, where we just vote skip. Now you see you have a choice, and whichever map gets chosen gets chosen. Did you show off the FMG9s on the last?
No, I'll
Okay.
bust them out on
Yeah,
this
I
one
want to see
now.
those.
Yeah.
These are great.
Yeah.
This is it's a fold-up pistol, machine pistol.
Yeah.
So it's basically a Glock 18, but it's inside this contraption, and it's just really cool. We have an airsoft version at the office, and I just sit there and you open it, close it, open it, and close it. So freaking cool.
I think we're
Sounds cool.
Yeah.
Vote swing in between.
People want to play Resistance.
Underground
People want to play
Resistance.
Dom.
Underground, come on, people.
This is like watching the Republican Democrat poll, presidential poll. Come on, team.
Actually, it would probably be best if we could just back out of this and see if we
Sure.
can't get into one with a map that we haven't seen yet.
Okay. Right back in.
Same
We don't have a
match.
small group of people playing.
That's
so
true.
Yeah,
That's
so
true.
there may
Pretty
only be a
tough.
few games up.
Securing Alpha. Elimination.
Oh, this match is going already.
So we've shown Dome, we've shown Resistance,
C secure.
then we've shown Village. There you go.
Oh, nice. Nice little animation whipping them out like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
D secure.
Now, what do people need to know in terms of these weapons? What's the best strategy? Is it short range?
Yeah, these are absolutely short-range weapons. I mean, they're in the same sort of class that the machine pistols from the last game were in. They're like mini submachine guns that have a very, very short range, but they can fire a lot of bullets really quick.
Okay.
So you come rolling around a corner, and you got your assault rifle out, and he's got his FMG9 out. He's probably gonna, if he's quick enough and he gets the trigger going, he's gonna take you out before you get a chance to really hit him. Again, part of the whole balancing is that thing can't hit anything from a distance,
Right.
but up close, it's great. Nice.
We're a custom on this red dot.
Nice. This is one of the weapons where we got the Colt actually came out and brought it to us.
Oh, really?
We got to go down to the local police station and use their range and fire it. Really a lot of fun. Great weapon. That and then Remington guys also came down, and they took us out to Vegas and went out shooting out there.
really? Nice.
Also a lot of fun. We have some of their weapons too in here that are sort of secret in the sniper rifle section, which we can show you when we get back to creative class.
Yeah, let me know if you guys want me to hop out.
You can try hopping out and see if we can get another.
Yeah. See if we can take a look at another map. All right.
Are there any weapons you want me to look at? Maybe give it a chance to
check
cycle.
a look at the creative sniper rifles real quick. So these are the sniper rifles that we're having in the game. Obviously the Barrett's back.
Barrett?
No one would allow us to ever ship a game without the Barrett.
I got to fire one of those once on a press junket. Seriously, I fired it once and it bruised my shoulder for a week. I'm not even kidding. That thing packs a punch.
Yeah.
Not one of my
Thing
greater
is
memories.
A beast. You do it again.
What's that?
I would. I'd do
Yeah.
it again.
Yeah.
I'd be like, yep, I'm bruised. I'm going to do it again.
It was fun.
Yeah. L18. This is a British rifle. This is actually the rifle that currently holds the longest kill
Oh, really?
record. I think it's like a 1.5 kilometers.
Wow.
It's some ridiculous amount.
Was that the Canadian guy? That got it?
Could have been. It was either Canadian or a British guy. Yeah. Really done great with that though. Dragunov, of course, is back. AS-50 is it's another 50 cal, semi-automatic, single fire. The RSAS. This is a brand new. The last two are actually two brand new weapons made by Remington. This one's a semi-automatic, similar to the Dragunov, let's say. And then the MSR is a bolt-action, larger rifle.
Nice.
Those are our two new ones.
LMGs or tri-match
show up
LMGs.
L86, we've seen this before. MG36, we've never actually had this in a Call of Duty game. It's basically the the G36, but the big barreled machine gun version. The PKP is the latest LMG that the Russian Special Forces guys are using. Then we have the Mark 46, which is basically a paramilitary version of the M249. It's a shortened version for paratroopers. And then a favorite, M60.
Nice.
Let's see, let me build a LMG class real quick.
All right. So you can see he's got some different proficiencies there. He has speed, which allows him to move faster.
Let's go for that. Keep that.
We're not showing in here, but there's the camos that are listed here aren't the ones that are in shipping in the game.
Okay.
But one of the things cool, one of the reasons the little bar on the weapon is kind of fun is you max out a weapon and you get the gold version of that weapon.
Oh, nice.
So,
Nice.
Gold is back.
That's how you know to stay away from those guys.
Yeah. One other thing actually we didn't take a look at, I'll talk about it, is the specialist class. So we did assault, we did support. Specialist class is basically, it's one of those ones that really skilled players will really find interesting. And when I say interesting, is it doesn't out of the box seem necessarily like, oh my god, this is amazing. It takes a little bit more thinking, a little bit more strategy, but when you do put the effort into it, it's really good. What it does is it basically allows you to, every 2 kills, you get another perk. So another perk becomes active. So normally you have 3 perks. When you get 2 kills, you get a 4th perk. You get 2 more kills, you get a 5th perk, up to 6 perks. If you get 8 kills, you unlock all of the perks on your character at once. And you basically become a superhuman juggernaut. But again, it's one of those ones that it's unlike Assault, which has a lot of direct damage. You know, call in a helicopter, call in a predator. This just makes you as a character sort of become more powerful. And I always think of it when we first started playing with this, is it was kind of like the it reminded me of the Street Fighter,
Right.
the bar. You know, the bar fills up so you can do your super moves.
Yeah.
That's how I kind of thought of it when we started fooling with it.
So in terms of like, you know, everything that you guys have done, changed and added to the multiplayer, is there any sort of like overarching mantra that you guys tried to stick to?
Yeah, the big thing when we first sat down, there were two really big things.
Yeah.
Two just like you said, mantras, and that's what we came up with first. Before we did any weapons, before we did anything else, it was all right. One, we have to make the gunplay feel great.
Right.
And I think COD 4 had great feeling guns. You know, the weapons all felt really good. I think Modern Warfare 2, the weapons felt a little the same. And so a big thing that we want to do is make sure that weapons and perks and all the stuff that you have is one, balance, but two, feels good, and three, gives you a variety of play styles. So when I play with an SMG, I feel like I'm a different person than when I'm playing with an assault rifle. And so that was a really big, important part. Balancing the weapons and making sure that they feel really good. And that the gunplay in general was really fun. That is the core of a shooter.
Right, exactly.
And that was what
Makes
I feel
sense.
like we needed to make sure we get that right. The other part, the other mantra that we had was this sort of thing we called your Call of Duty. So what that meant is let's do a lot of work towards making every game style and play style fun. So that, like, you know, we were talking about, if I want to rush in and, yeah, I'm going to rush in and die, but I'm going to take two of you with me, that's a style of play, and it works. And now we make it so that you can play that style. There's a lot of other things in that mantra that we did that's not just even necessarily specifically in-game related. So we have a new private match set up. And a private match is actually really popular online. People really enjoy playing it. And I think it's just because you could get just your friends. The smack talk is with your friends, so it's a little bit different than in live. And you can do silly things. We had a lot of people who were just like, okay, let's play sniper shotgun only, you know, and they would just play TDM that way, or let's play, you know, keep this point. So what we've done is we've added a lot of that to private match, and added a lot of new game modes to that people can create their own game modes, and then with Elite, that will go up. People can see the game modes, copy them down to their box, they can vote on them, and we'll actually put those into the public playlist. So that's really the two big things. Gameplay balance, gunplay has to be fun, and your Call of Duty, customizing your experience.
Awesome. Well, Mark, I'm sure a lot of our viewers would love for us to just keep playing this for 5, 6, 7 hours, but we don't want to spoil everything for everybody,
Right.
So I'm going to go ahead and let you go. But
Okay.
real quickly before you do so, remind everybody out there who doesn't have the date circled on their calendars when Modern Warfare 3 is going to be out in stores.
So you need to ask off for work for November 8th, 2011, the end of this year.
Excellent.
November
I should point out right now that Vince finally won a match. So
Oh yeah,
we
well
finally
done.
pulled it off.
excellent work there, Vince. All right, everybody, just a reminder that we've got a lot more great coverage of Call of Duty XP coming your way over the next few days. There's a lot of crazy stuff here. We're going to do a lot of fun videos, so keep an eye out for that. And that's pretty much it. So thanks a lot for watching.